Well, good morning everybody. Just out for a bit of a walk today. So I'm just picking up the 3 Shires way. I'm only walking a part of that. But I've done a bit of a route which I'm going to be following. And I'm currently going down a lane that's called 40-foot drain. Yes, I'm currently walking down what's known as 40-foot drain, and it sort of comes off of the it's a lane off of the A6 just inside Bedfordshire. It's not the easiest of walks because it's soft ground and there's been tractors or something driving down here, which has made the ground quite uneven. I'm just trying to find a nice flat bit. This bit looks a bit better. Yeah, so I'm doing a bit of a walk that should take in some of the some woodlands, some pathways, possibly a village or two. I've got something to cook for my lunch. I've got something to prepare for my breakfast, but I've already lost a bit of time today through trying to find somewhere to park up to get the walk started. But like I say, this particular part is the 3 Shires way, which I would like to do one day. But what I've done, I've made my own route which picks up the 3 Shires way in 2 or 3 places, but it also picks up footpaths and bridle ways that go through fields and around the edges of fields. It's a really foggy morning today. As you can see across these fields, it's quite thick fog, but hopefully the sun's going to come out in a little while when the fog clears and it's going to become a nice day. Just passing a farmer's barn here with all these great big reels and bales of hay. I've got another sign here. It's 3 Shires. So this is a much better track to be walking on. Be lovely if the fog cleared now though, so I could see a bit more. So I've got a much lighter pack on my back today in terms of the actual bag itself. As you know, I normally use the my Highlander packs. This one I've never used before. It's an old one, I think. I've never used it before. I've had it a long time, but it is, in terms of the bag weight, a lot lighter. So, and I can actually feel the difference on my back, which is great. I've got a sign post here that goes through to this little bridge, that goes over a brook. I don't know if I'm supposed to be on this one and walk up through here or continue on as I was doing. So the GPS is telling me to carry on going the way that I'm going, so that's what we'll do. I will have to do some research on this though, because I don't really know what the purpose is of this, and it suggests that for part of the year cars can come up here. It looks really bleak when the fog's down this thick. Sun's coming out behind me. Hopefully that'll burn off some of this fog. So this is private land and there's shooting in progress. Or shooting goes on there, and that happens on both sides of the track. So that windmill, I can only just see it in the fog. Didn't even know it was there. Look at that old tree. Bit of a woodland that side, but also the other side of the track, it looks like we're coming into a bit of scrubland. It's fenced off though, so I think we're coming to a track that, yeah, we're just going over a railway track. And a big puddle to go with it. Let's get round this. Not the easiest to walk on. I've got a bit of a woodland to the side of me now. There's quite a deep ditch there by the looks of it. Be rude not to go and have a look. Yes, so it looks like quite a sizable woodland, but it's a job to see because of the fog. So I'm going to walk along a little bit further, see what I can see, and I'm going to stop and make a cuppa and maybe a bit of breakfast. Okay, so I've got a pathway that's going through, going down through the woods, which I'll go and have a look at in a moment. We've got a public footpath that goes through here as well. Tell you what, I'm starting to get a bit hungry now. I do need to stop and have something. I just went to have a look in these woods, but it's difficult to find anywhere that's not damp and boggy. Oh, there's a tree just here. I think I'm going to take 5, have a cup of tea. Right. Well, I've got a nice bit of porridge with some sultanas in it and a nice 3-in-1 coffee. I just needed something to eat. Well, that filled a gap anyway. was a welcome stop for coffee and a bit of porridge. That's fueled me up now to for the next leg of the walk. And I'm heading up towards Santa Pod now. I've not been round this way before, so it's going to be interesting. Don't quite know why this is fenced off. There must be a reason for it. Ah, badgers. There's a badger set there. Another one down there. Well, let's leave them in peace. Starting to lift now, slowly but surely. You can see the sun behind me. This is great to see, all this new growth. A few years time, be a nice new little forest, habitat for wildlife. And it is actually a walkway that goes right through the middle of here. Takes you down into the woods over the back there. You can just see the yellow waymarker post down there. But we need to be carrying on this route for now. I want to get up to Santa Pod and do the walk around the back of there, which will take me to the woods. Yeah, so I'm at Santa Pod now, and it looks like I'm just following the road at the moment. It looks like it's the entrance to Santa Pod. The strip is just beyond this bank that's over the back. At least I know I'm on the right route now. See, there's windmills over in the distance going round, but you can hardly see them. It's interesting to note that there's a water point there. If you're on the Three Shires Way and you're coming past Santa Pod, the off of the track at the moment. I want to have a look up here. It was to just have a look in there, to be honest. Let's get back onto the track, see where it takes us. Down up here now. Looks like we've got a bit of a boggy field to cross now. Come to a bit of a crossroads here, but it does look like I've got to walk down here through these two posts. Looks like a bit of uneven ground again, but I think we're used to that by now. The wind turbine there in the middle of the field, and just behind it, it looks like there's a bit of a campsite over there. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like we're heading towards the woods. I'll take half hour's break then. Let's get into the woods. I don't know what all these cones are for. I suppose I've got to find a decent entrance into the woods now. But I did plan it on my GPS, so hopefully I'll be able to find it easy enough. In fact, probably don't even need that. There's a yellow waymarker post there. It looks like it's a pathway going straight into the woods. That is a public footpath that goes all the way down there as well, believe it or not. Not sure where that goes though. But like I say, there is a campsite over there which is really interesting. I need to find out about that. I think I've got to turn left here. I've got to turn down here. This will get me on the track that I had pre-planned. Right, okay. That looks like it's been freshly put there. It smells very countrified. That's the track. Negotiate this now. It's going to be fun, isn't it? Should have gone the other side of it, I expect, but never mind, I'm here now. Oh god, that's horrible. I'm actually sinking in it, that's it. That's it, I'm out of that worst part of it. Let's get over here. There's a lot of deer hoof marks here. So they've clearly come here to drink and that, I should think. Right, let me get over the other side of here. This is the worst part so far today. Let's find what looks like a harder piece. That's it. That's a bit more comfortable to walk on. Now getting sinking down in the soil. Okay. Right, I think I've got to go through here now. Great, another puddle to walk through, or round at least. Right. Well, this is a great area, this is, isn't it? Can you imagine camping in this? Brilliant. Right, so got across this meadowy bit. Right, we've got the waymarker post has been knocked over. Just try and get past this puddle. Why is there always a puddle at entrances to anything? Okay. I'm in the woods now. So first opportunity I get, I'm going to set up a bit of a camp. Well, I've got a ditch here, I want to get into the woods, so use the clumps of grass as a step if I can. That's it. So you can hear Santa Pod, you can tell I'm not too far away from it. Just want to find a nice little area just to sit down and make some dinner. What we've got through here? A chink of light over there. Yeah, so what I've done this time, I've got a chicken curry. I've put in one of the mylar bags, so that's going to go in, and I've got some noodles to go with that as well. So that's going to be my lunch. But the difference is this time, last week when I used one of these, I put it in cold and then let the water boil around it. But this time I'm going to let the water boil till it's not till it's boiling, but then I'm going to drop this in and see how that goes. So I'm going to put the bag in now into the boiling water. Put the lid on. We've got some noodles as well, so let's get them open. Going to break them up into my tin. Oh, I've just turned that off. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to leave that in there, but I'm going to tip some of the water into this bowl, like so, and stand that over there, put the lid on, so that will still be keeping the curry warm in the hot water. Meanwhile, I can get this part onto the stove. Like so. Okay, get that on the go. Because I put the noodles straight into boiling water, they're already going nice and soft. Okay, so that's the noodles done now. So let's get those in the dish. Okay, now let's get the curry out of the water. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that smells nice. It's hot. That smells absolutely gorgeous. Put that over there to cool down. Okay. Let's give that a bit of a stir around with the noodles. Lovely. Oh yeah, that's nice. Quite hot, that is. Well, that'll keep me going till I get home. Some good chunks of chicken in here as well. You may be wondering what I'm doing with this shelter. It's actually a waterproof poncho, but I thought when I'm out walking, it'll make a good little shelter. Yeah, so I can't really hang about now, so I've got to eat my lunch. Gonna make a cuppa, and then I need to get cracking on with the walk. Anyway, I'm not going to film myself eating this. I'm going to turn the camera off and crack on with it. Oh, that was lovely. So you've probably seen me using the GPS today. So this is the Etrex 32x, and I plotted today's route last night actually on my computer, and then I saved it down as a GPX file, plugged this into the computer and transferred it across to this, and so far it's been pretty accurate actually. I've probably misjudged the amount of time that it's taken me to do the walk, but then that's trial and error. But in terms of direction, this has been absolutely perfect. It's kept me going. It's let me know when there's a turn coming up. Yeah, so well impressed with that, and look forward to using it, you know, a lot more in the future. But if you want to know any more about the Etrex 32x, you know, there is quite a few videos out there, GPS training in particular. Yeah, they're pretty good, and on their website as well, they've got a free route planning tool within the website, which is fantastic because that's where I created my route for this. I'm just getting my cup of tea, pack my bag away, and then get cracking, and then get on with the walk. All that fog's now gone. It's quite sunny now. I've got the sun beating down on me right here. It's been a nice little sun trap actually underneath this shelter. Lots of bits of birch bark laying around the floor around this area. Right, as much as I'd like to sit here all day, I can't. I've got to get cracking. Okay, that's me all packed up. As always, you'd never know I've been here. Okay, let's get back onto the trail then. I've just noticed on my planner that the plan that I'd done has taken me around the edges of the woodland. Well, I can cut off quite a bit of walking by literally walking through the woods, and I'm exploring the woods at the same time, which is great. gate posts here. Let's get through that. Looks like I've got to go through here. This is a public bridleway. But look at this. Oh God. I don't think my legs can stretch open that far. Oh, there, I'm over. This bit's quite uphill actually. I've had to strip down to my last layer. It's quite warm in the sun. Now we're going through some trees. It looks like we're going into another field. Walked across that field, bit random, a car parked in the middle of a field, but I think there is a farm up here. Looks like a beehive or something behind these bushes. Oh, what a beautiful day. Yes, I don't know if this is a farm or it's just barns or something. Looks like I've got to do a left turn here. So I've got to go down behind these barns, down by the side of Barwick Spinney. I think it's going to take me to in between some fields. This has been a very long and winding road, this has. It's lovely though, walking in the sun. Farm or some barns or something in front of me, but there is a turn in here and I'm just wondering if I'm going to be turning down here. I think I probably am. Yeah, I am. And farm buildings, that is a farm. It's called Lee Farm. Beautiful countryside round here. I'm coming to a bit of a crossroads here. I've got a feeling that I'm going to go straight over this one. Yeah, straight over this one. Turn around here now. I can see a way marker post up there. There's a tree house. There's a tree house in this tree over here. So we've got a public bridleway going on straight on, public footpath going that way to the right, and there's a bridleway that we're on now. So looks like I'm going straight over. Looks like once upon a time it had a proper pedestrian gate there. It looks like that's been bypassed by, it's probably because it's a bridleway. Okay, where are we now?
Sorry, we were just waiting for you.
Oh right, okay, sorry.
It's not a great bridge at the best of times.
No.
On a horse.
No, I bet.
It's quite a long way down.
Yeah.
And there's a train coming,
Oh,
so
is
we'll
there?
wait.
I'll wait a bit longer then. This bit of woodland to the right of me, it's called Gulliver's Spinney. Another public footpath there. I'm not sure where that goes to. More horses coming.
Hiya.
Hello, you alright?
Hey.
Hello. I'm just taking 5 minutes. Nice little stop. Yeah, this is the village of Soldrop. And where I am right now is basically the centre of it. Right in the centre of the village. Tell you what, the amount of fields that I've walked right through the middle of today, but they are public footpaths or bridleways, one of the two. But it just don't feel right. It feels wrong walking through the middle of a farmer's field, but needs must. I can see the A6 in the distance. Start hearing the road traffic now. Okay, let's go through here. Bit brambly down here. This brings you right out onto the A6, literally. Well, that was a thoroughly enjoyable walk this morning. About 28.5 kilometres in total. Saw some lovely countryside. Had my breakfast and my lunch out on the walk. And I'm going to do that a bit more often, I think, a bit of walking. I need to get my backpack right though, because I can feel it on my shoulder. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll join me on another one another time. And until then, stay safe out there.